interesting, most especially for you, the young people. Most times you see people being awarded at ceremonies, at kololo, and many other occasions, and you ask yourself, why should they be awarded in any way? What do these awards mean? And today, that's why we're going to be focusing on understanding all those awards that are given out. And I'm having the Chancellor to the Presidential Awards Committee, Hajat Zamina Malode, and she's going to be taking us through all that. Hello, Hajat.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Kindly say hello to the viewer.
Hello, viewers. I'm Zamina Malole. I'm the Secretary of the Presidential Awards Committee, as already have been introduced by the moderator, and I'm glad to be here on this show.
Amazing. Hajat, tell us about the Chancery.
The Chancery is a department under the Office of the President, which was created by the National Honors and Awards Act 2001. And this Chancery is responsible for the administration of the National Honors and Awards. But within the Chancery, we have the Presidential Awards Committee, which is chaired by a chairperson and other 8 eminent members. These are appointed by His Excellency the President, whose mandate is to assist in advising His Excellency on the people to be honored.
Amazing. Before we drill into the discussion of the awards and how the awards and those people that awarded come about, basically tell us what is the relation between patriotism and heroism? Because I do believe all those people that are awarded have done something for the country, and you're awarding them for the work well done.
As you have already said it, that actually the people who are awarded are those ones who have made outstanding and meritorious contributions to our society.
Right.
And for that matter, you'll find that these awards range from peace, security, religious, sports, science, or any other significant public or private endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll find that these people, the moment they make such outstanding contributions and acts of heroism, they do nurture patriotism, cohesion, commitment, and national development. So these exemplary acts are the ones that you find that other Ugandans or non-nationals, because sometimes you may find that the awards may even go to those people who have contributed in a way to the development of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So they nurture that kind of love for the country. They nurture togetherness, whereby many people sometimes when they are awarded, one wonders, what contribution has this person made?
Yeah.
What drives this person to do that contribution?
Mm-hmm.
So it is two-way. Sometimes because of the love you have for your country, because of the kind of voluntarism, selflessness, sacrifice that you would want to contribute to your country, okay? That drive that inspires you, okay, is going to enable you become a hero, or it is going to make you stand out.
One may ask, what is the criteria used for you to determine who is to get the awards? Because there are many questions, at these functions, people keep asking. So, what determines this person's getting of this award?
Yes, these awards, first of all, I want to inform the viewers that these awards, the proposals come from the people themselves.
Oh, really?
It's not that somebody wakes up one day, for instance, maybe even the Fountain of Honor,
mm-hmm.
and says that they want to award people.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Yet they have not made any contribution.
Yes.
The awards, there is a process, there is a whole framework through which these awards are earned. For instance, here at the Chancery, we have a framework for identifying exemplary achievers. And this has been disseminated even up to the local government level, because we closely work with the people at the grassroots. And to administer this, we closely work with the RDCs, because that is where we put that those guidelines, and then we also issue them with those forms which have to be filled, whereby the proposals can come from individuals, because in your society you may know of somebody who has done some outstanding contribution, who has made some kind of heroic act, okay, but that contributes to the development of that society or community. So they are brought forward, and forms are picked from the offices of the RDCs, and even the ministries, departments, and agencies can propose through them, because they are those ones with whom we closely work with, like the Ministry of Gender, the Ministry of Defense, like the Uganda Police Force, prisons. We work with all other MDAs, even health, because you have seen some people getting awards, like maybe doctors. You have seen some nurses. You have seen even from the Ministry of Agriculture, people who have contributed towards the agriculture and other trades.
So maybe from the MDAs I can easily understand that. But coming back to the public, to be honest, I haven't seen, I myself, anywhere, someone talking about the awards or saying there are forms that you can fill to nominate someone you want to be awarded. For these other public awards we usually see, we'll see advertisements on TV, on radio, and in the papers. Someone saying, so in this category, you can nominate this person. In this category, you can nominate this person. I never see something of the kind other than seeing these people being awarded at the ceremonies. And I believe that's what is happening in the public. They only see people getting awarded.
That is why we're here today.
Okay.
For us to continuously inform the public that these awards, even individuals can propose or can nominate the names of those people who they feel that they can be awarded. But it doesn't mean that that is an end in itself, because the moment you propose now, we come back here to the office, and then we look at those outstanding contributions and the people who have been proposed and prepare those lists and say contributions and forward them to the Presidential Awards Committee, because the Presidential Awards Committee has to assess. So the Presidential Awards Committee, which is chaired by Honorable Beatrice Wabdea, has to do the vetting. But before they go into the vetting, at our level of the department, we go back to the field and look at these names and the contributions to see whether what has been proposed in terms of contributions is true, because we wouldn't want to bring people to the committee, yet they did not make those contributions. And even where the committee has vetted but still has certain question marks, they refer them back to us at the department. For instance, if they want additional information about those people, if there are question marks about those ones who have been presented to them, they bring them back to us for us to go back and review those names. When the Presidential Awards Committee has finished its job, they bring back these names, and then we prepare accordingly. We prepare the list of names alongside the citation, which we forward to His Excellency, the Fountain of Honor, for approval. His Excellency will sign an instrument which he has to bring back to us, and then we prepare these people for the investiture ceremony, such that they are now awarded or given those medals.
So it's possible that even the president, these people we see being awarded, he's not aware of them and he doesn't know them personally. Because at most times for us, when we see these people being awarded, someone will think the president knows this person individually,
On many occasions, he doesn't know them.
Wow.
Because what his interest would be is this contribution of this Ugandan or this non-national. Because that is why he has that that mandate of finally being the one to approve.
Yeah.
Because maybe at his level, he may also have his own investigations to be sure that what is being proposed is a true record of contributions that these people made. Otherwise, it will be an embarrassment to the fountain of honor to honor people who don't merit, because these people are known to the public.
Should we say that there are no young people, or to say the youth, that are doing great things for this country? Because I've seen very few young people being awarded, honestly.
Yes, that is why this program is very, very important to us today.
Yeah.
Because many people think that the youth are not also eligible for these awards. I want to tell the youth and the Ugandans out there that every other Ugandan who has made an outstanding contribution is eligible and can be nominated for an award. Okay? So it will not be anyhow, I think, good for people to remain on the sidelines saying that, these ones I think are for those people who are old, who have been around for so many, for so long. Because we have seen some youth being, being given medals. And I think it is not only maybe a certain maybe age group that should benefit from these awards and medals, but I think it should be all Ugandans, especially those ones who have made outstanding contributions to the country, and those who have done heroic acts that contribute to the national development of our country. So I want to inform the youth out there that they should continue, I think, participating in a range of activities, innovations,
I think
which really make them,
They are, but what we want to understand better is if, for example, I have a friend or a colleague or someone I know that is doing a great contribution or something that is heroic, how do I get to nominate them for them to be able to get those awards?
You can pick forms from here in our office.
Well, do you know how hard it is to access your office?
It's not hard.
Very hard.
But we are also starting an online because on our website for the Office of Presidency, we shall have a link where we can have people download these forms, and then they propose the names of these people who they think that they are worthy attracting an honor from His Excellency the President.
So that means someone who is in Padel and they want to nominate someone, they can move to the RDC's office and say, I have someone I want to nominate for the great work they are doing for the country, and they fill in the forms.
And they fill in the forms because it is easier to work with the RDCs. Because you realize that when it comes to these honors, for them they are, they are on the ground, and they can easily know that these people are what they are, what they are proposing, what they are claiming is right before we even go there, because they are our first contact. When we go there, we visit their offices, and sometimes they even send the forms here. So when it comes to assessing some of these nominees, it becomes easy because they know these people individually, and they can visit those places where there are claims that maybe they built a school or they have been contributing to some of these voluntary, some of these programs which are on ground, or they have come up with innovations. So they can even lead us to those places when we are there, because we cannot just nominate anybody out of the blue. We need to see exactly what these people did for them to qualify to get on that list, which we have to submit. Because of that, it saves us time, because even there is a criteria of, removing these people, getting the medals from them, especially if they find that what they claim is not true.
Okay.
So instead of going through that rigorous kind of process, that kind of embarrassment, it is better we have something that is, authentic through the process, and then we also guide these people who have become, medalists, who have become, role models, because now these medalists are also in a way, they are role models to society.
Amazing. Get onto our social media platforms. That's on UBC TV, on Youth of Purpose TV, but also you can get onto my handle at @I_Tumukundu on Twitter. Suggest how do you think these awards should be handled? Are the presidential awards in any way meaningful to you? And you think the people that are always awarded are worthy? We are continuing the conversation. Kindly be part of it. Chancellor, what comes with these awards? I think that's very, very, very important for someone to hear. Because when people hear about awards, they are thinking maybe it's going to come with an envelope, it's going to come with money. Why is it that important for me to be awarded? What do I gain?
These awards, the way even they are looked at, like you're saying, that many people think that they should come along with some envelopes. I think there is some kind of intrinsic kind of satisfaction that somebody has to get.
Being appreciated.
First of all, without even first thinking about these tangible things. Because indeed, these people have worked for it and they are worthy. And it's rare that the people who have been awarded feel that way. Because if you ask them that if they gave them money and this award, very quickly they will say that I would want to have my medal. Because the medals are honors, for that matter, are some kind of honor to these people for their contribution. And like I told you, that there is a sense of satisfaction. First of all, you're satisfied because of that being patriotic. There is that sense of having the courage, being motivated because of the courage that you exhibited as a medalist. There are certain advantages, I would say, because first of all, where there are where you go for public service, to be given to access some kind of public service, maybe the hospital, or you go to the bank where they are accused, you don't line up, because the moment you have yes, it does happen,
and those people in the banks
they are aware, because when you pin your medal, for instance, when you are going to the hospital and you have your medal, you have pinned it there for that purpose, they can quickly identify you, and you don't stay in the queue, because you're already this kind of person who commands respect, in society. And again, these medals, even for an occasion, only that sometimes maybe some people are not aware, but we shall continue doing the awareness raising. For instance, when it comes to accessing some services where they are paying maybe some small fee, especially medical, like consultancy, you don't have to go into that business of paying.
Even if it was a private entity?
No, especially it applies in the government institutions. Then you also realize that when somebody is awarded, they can be used, for instance, even we want to actually make more sensitization, role models.
As brand
ambassadors on some of these programs. These are people who can lead on certain campaigns, like maybe if the Ministry of Health has some kind of, maybe it's a malaria campaign, It is, these, talks for HIV. If you're talking to the youth, this is somebody who is already, I would say, having, a voice in society. So why don't you use him or use her such that, they can bring about that, realize that quick change. So because now we are talking about even issues of mindset change, because these medals do a lot when it comes to inspiring others to aspire to do good things.
But what happens for those people that get awarded and their appreciation never comes to fulfillment?
Their appreciation as because I was still continuing with the other bit, then I'll come to that.
Okay.
For instance, on the day for the award, what I can say is that these people, at least they are looked after, such that they are comfortable. They are given a transport refund and maybe given some resources for the meal for the day and accommodation, depending where the occasion is. At least something, because you cannot come to pick a medal and then you don't even have transport to take you back home. But for that one, they are catered for.
Okay.
So, of course, the resources, that is what they can allow for. But then, about these other rewards, maybe it is something that can be thought of in future. But for that, it is mainly that kind of, we should look at it from that kind of angle, where somebody really also feels happy, because I've heard other people say that, do they eat the medals? Do they what?
Yeah, that's what I was asking, that what comes with the medal. Yeah. So, but most of the people that we've seen in the limelight being appreciated basically have been the people in the sports and maybe people in the military and stuff. Those are the people we've seen mostly being awarded, but you've been able to put it clear, but any Ugandan is eligible to being awarded as far as they are nominated, and the criteria, as you put it clear, is followed. So tell us about the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Now, through the Chancery, under the Office of the President, now government has a system which has been put in place, where we have a National Hall of Fame, where we keep all the information, the memorabilia, where we keep all this other information concerning the contributions of these exemplary achievers, especially those ones who have earned an honor from the Fountain of Honor, His Excellency the President. But we started with the mini Hall of Fame on the third floor of the Office of the Presidency, because we did not have enough space yet. But that is a museum-like kind of space, which is accessible by the entire public, where they can come and visit and look at these contributions of these famous people. But the future is that we shall have a National Hall of Fame in a more bigger space, which we have been promised that once they complete the government campus in Webaja, they will allot us some kind of space where we can now display many of them. But with the mini Hall of Fame, it will be periodic. For instance, if this year we have those medals, because we have started with those people, the medalists who got medals and other famous people in the fields of politics, health, sports. We are also thinking that this Hall of Fame will be a place for sensitizing the public on the national honors and awards. Which are these awards, first of all? Okay? Because we have different awards for civilians, for the military, for police, and also prisons has proposed that, but they have not yet been. Their own medals, but they have not been, gazetted by the Solicitor General. So we are just waiting. And then also the criteria. Because somebody can decide to give in a day for themselves and their family to say, let us go and learn about this.
That's true. These people that have been awarded.
These awarded and how they are awarded. Such that even if you may not get it on the media, you may not, but at least there is a center. For instance, if you wanted to know, to get any information, it's there. Because we already have employed someone in the names of a herald who can take around the people, the Hall of Fame, explain to them the different contributions, the profiles of these people who are within the Hall of Fame.
I do believe, as a Ugandan out there, you now understand more about these presidential awards, but also you know how you can be able to participate, most especially for my fellow young people. Move to the RDC's office. Those offices are open for you. Ask them that you want to nominate someone to be awarded if you feel they are doing a heroic job in your community, and they will be awarded. Continue sending in your feedback to my handle on Twitter, I_Tumkonde. Also on UBC TV, we've been streaming live on YouTube. You can go and put your comments such that we can keep this conversation moving. I thank you so much for watching this show. See you next time.